Bitcoin is right now preparing itself for that next massive move. And while Bitcoin is actually still currently consolidating inside of this range, well, we are getting many signals that are going to be indicating that next big move. So do not get fooled. This is actually going to be somewhat the calm before the storm. So make sure to push up that like button and let's have a look into what's the short term. And what we can be seeing over here is that yesterday we are creating actually some kind of a bull flag pattern, which we very quickly invalidated towards the downside, but right now still we are having this downward sloping resistance level, and still I would consider this one very important. Because what you need to keep in mind is that we are actually still trading inside of our downtrend. But whenever we can be breaking above this trend line, well, I do think once again, we are going to be testing our downtrend, and then we could possibly be flipping our downtrend in towards an uptrend again. So yeah, a break above this level is going to be very important, because in that case, I think we are going to be pretty likely that we are going to be breaking this downtrend structure. However, what you do need to keep in mind is that we are still getting this selling pressure from of these spot Bitcoin ETFs. Yesterday, once again, we have seen a net outflow coming in from of these ETFs, and we have had our fourth consecutive outflow. So yeah, that is not looking very good, but of course, like we have been talking about yesterday, well, these institutions and these boomers actually do not really know what they are doing, because they've literally had the highest net inflow on the exact Bitcoin top, and right now during this dip they are actually selling. So yeah, they are actually doing the same exact thing like the retail is doing, and in my opinion this is not really going to be a very good indication anymore of what is about to happen with the Bitcoin price. Now yes, in the short term we are actually still trading inside of this downtrend, but I do think that in the end of the day, we are just going to be getting another move towards the upside. But yeah, I do think that in the short term, we can be seeing a little bit more consolidation, and then eventually after creating some kind of consolidation pattern, then break out towards the upside. So I am going to be explaining that exactly why I do think that eventually we are going to be getting another push towards the upside, while currently we are actually still trading inside of the downtrend in the short term. But that is also exactly the reason why I am still in my Bitcoin long position. I do not care that in the short term we are going to be going down a little bit more. I just want to be taking advantage of that inevitable push towards the upside. But before jumping into that exactly, first of all, you need to know that we are going to be approaching a Bitcoin weekend, and usually during the weekend volatility is going to be lower. Shakeouts tend to happen more often, just like fake outs. So yeah, do be careful if you are going to be trading during the weekend. Most likely we are just going to be consolidating sideways. But yeah, for today we can definitely create some moves. First of all, we are creating that hidden bullish divergence on the daily time frame. On top of that, we are creating a lot of Bitcoin liquidity towards the upside, which we have not yet grabbed. All of that liquidity is actually sitting above about the 70k level. So yeah, really the level to break is going to be that 70k level, and whenever we break above that level, then we know for sure that we are going to be pushing even higher to new all-time highs. Okay, now if we are going to be seeing a rejection from of this level, it just means that we have grabbed our liquidity, and then we'll create another move towards the downside, and in that case I'm going to be expecting still our Fibonacci level to actually exactly be getting hit. So seeing the reaction from of this level is going to be very important. This is going to be the level where the majority of the liquidations are actually sitting at, and this is going to be the level which is going to be separating us from either new all-time highs getting reached, or once again going back towards that Fibonacci level. Now what I am actually seeing alongside with some other very important signals is that all of the Bitcoin bears are right now active on crypto Twitter. Literally, I can be seeing so many people are actually flipping bearish on Bitcoin right now. And well, whenever the majority is actually flipping bearish, that is usually going to be indicating a good time to actually be bullish on the Bitcoin price. And this, alongside with all of the other signals that we are just in the beginning stages of this Bitcoin bull market. And during this bull market, well, the funding rates have once again gone back towards healthy neutral levels. And having a look into the on-chain metrics, well, the fun is about to start. We are literally about to create our most parabolic move. All of the on-chain indicators are actually indicating the same exact thing. We are about to approach our Bitcoin halving, which after the Bitcoin halving, we will really go and start to go exponential. And while at the same time, all of these Bitcoin pairs are actually active right now, which is just going to be indicating me that we are inevitably going to be seeing that next move towards the upside. So that is why I'm saying stay focused right now. Do not get fooled. Whenever we are eventually going to be breaking above the previous all-time high, well, that is when we will really go exponential. So yes, I will be talking about that exactly in a minute. But first of all, yes, maybe in the short term, we are going to be headed down a little bit more because we are trading in a downtrend. But eventually, I do think we are going to be getting that move towards the upside. And that is why I'm accumulating Bitcoin right now. So if you want to be doing the same exact thing, you can right now be claiming a $40,000 deposit bonus over on Bybit if you use this link down below. Without this link, this is only going to be $400. So make sure to check that link down below. And if Bybit is not going to be available in your country, you can be checking out DeepCoin because it has no KYC, no restrictions, and you can be claiming $220 by only depositing $100. So make sure to check it out if you want to be accumulating Bitcoin right now, just like I am currently doing. Now, some people might actually be panicking a little bit because of this dump towards the downside that we have seen, but what we can actually be seeing from the past is that this has exactly been happening as well during previous cycle. In the previous cycle, we have seen this 17% dump towards the downside, and right here, this cycle once again, we've also seen this 17% dump towards the downside. And after that dump, it took about 1 to 2 weeks of sideways consolidation until eventually then breaking above that previous all-time high. And I still remember at the point of breaking that previous all-time high, well, everybody was kind of in disbelief because at the time also everyone was literally bearish. So right now we are actually seeing many similarities. The sentiment is actually the same, just like the Bitcoin price action is also exactly the same. While at the same time, the Bitcoin charts are actually looking quite bullish in my opinion. So that is why I'm saying maybe in the short term, yes, we are still trading inside of the downtrend, but I'm just going to be accumulating more Bitcoin right now because I think this is going to be a golden opportunity. Now, what is going to be an even better opportunity, in my opinion, is going to be altcoins. Because whenever Bitcoin is going to be breaking above that previous all-time high, well, altcoins are going to be absolutely blasting off towards the upside. Altcoins are right now actually testing this golden pocket Fibonacci level of resistance, but whenever it is going to be breaking above that level, I think all of the altcoins are going to be exploding. And I've been talking about altcoins already many times on this channel, but one chart that has really caught my attention is going to be this chart of Kaspa. Because of course I have already been quite bullish over on Kaspa, but this chart fractal is actually looking very similar to Cardano of last cycle. So yeah, in my opinion, this is not going to be a chart to be ignoring. I might be creating a separate dedicated video to Kaspa today. On top of that, also Phantom is absolutely exploding. I've been talking about it already for the past month, literally whenever it was breaking out right here. And I've been talking about it multiple times. So yeah, Bitcoin is of course about to explode, but in my opinion, altcoins are about to explode even more. So stay tuned about that, and if you want to be staying up to date about every single market development, make sure to be following me over on Twitter. And guys, with that being said, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.